Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club. Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building this morning.
Little Kim.
Little Kim.
Good morning.
Good
yes,
morning,
people
mama.
on Twitter were going crazy. Like, why y'all ain't had Little Kim up there for her mixtape yet?
I know.
But we were working
Finally.
on it. We were working on it.
Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Before we start, her manager said that the interview we did before, we edited some stuff. We didn't edit anything the last interview.
Yes, y'all.
What did we edit? Tell us.
edit.
I want to know. I can't remember.
Stop it. Okay.
What did
First
we
of
edit?
all, T.I. walked in. He came in. He hugged me, gave me,
Oh, yeah, we took T.I. out
Oh,
because
the
we interviewed on 2 different days. But go ahead.
whatever. He still came in, and, we had a great conversation, and there was things said that, just put more love in the air. But it's okay.
See, we should have kept that in there.
Oh.
I don't do the editing.
Yeah, we don't do the editing. We have nothing to do with that. So.
And then
Uh-oh, there's more.
Charlamagne was like, all the things you say about me or whatever. But then he's like, can I say this?
Say what you want.
Okay. Remember you said you used to my Little Kim poster?
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah, okay.
We can't say that on air.
Well, yeah,
Kim.
you're not allowed to say that.
Well, we said that.
Why they
you
took
could
that
beep
out?
it.
You can't say on air, so.
Well, then can y'all
yeah.
stop
I said it,
saying
but they
that and say
bleep-
it?
Yeah, they took out
So
all.
I
So
just
I
say it
used
in a
to
different way.
masturbate to Little Kim's hardcore
Okay.
poster.
There you go. You can
Yeah.
say
Well,
that.
you should say. Okay, so say that.
Yes,
You
masturbate. It's
Right.
in a clinical
Masturbate.
term.
used
There you
to
go.
masturbate to my Little Kim poster.
Yes,
But that explains why you love me so much.
I do. Listen, I have nothing but love for Little Kim. Okay.
I know you want to my.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh. You
there
can't
you
say
go.
that either.
Yes, I can.
You can say vagina.
Time out.
Clean
Let's be
that
clear.
You can
Yes.
say vagina.
Yes, I would. Because listen, let's be clear. Because in the hood, that you get stripes for that. I can say that in the barbershop. Like, yo, I ain't Little Kim.
Stop saying that word.
I'm just saying.
Goodness gracious. Well, welcome, Little Kim.
Yes.
Welcome.
How's the baby?
She's fantastic, gorgeous, beautiful, everything perfect.
Right.
I know
How's
she's
Little
going to
Kim
be
as a-
styling.
Huh?
I said I know she's going to be styling.
Oh yeah, she's already. I'm wearing her watch today.
Nice.
She got this gift from a jeweler the other
nice.
day.
Well, how was Little Kim as a mom? How are you as a mommy?
I think I'm doing a good job. I mean, I'm trying to be the best mom I can be. That's all I can do.
You have patience and everything when the baby's crying, or do you want to be like, look, I'm calling a nanny? Which one is it?
I think I have patience. What, Larry Lotop, would you say I have patience?
Very low top.
He's the
He's
man.
not
The
lying.
man.
He so helps me out. That is, oh my gosh. That's my family.
I thought that was one of your shooters. I see him out and about in the street.
You can say that. You can say that.
The Manny and the
He's
shooter.
gunny. He's a
role.
young gunner.
I saw recently you were in the studio with Diddy.
Yeah.
So what did that conversation, how did that go for you and Diddy to get back up?
Diddy and I, it's almost like there's no way in the world we can shake each other. Almost, you know. I'm a part of the estate, so it's not. I mean, So Diddy is always going to be. We always do business together, you know. I just was recently. Well, actually, I'm the first Ciroc lady, the first Ciroc girl. You know?
Okay.
Now they're starting to recruit, but I was the first Ciroc girl, and Diddy is working on some things that I don't know if I really should talk about yet, but we're talking about some
Stuff with you.
I'm involved, me and a lot of other people.
Sounds like something for Revolt, like a TV show or
A lot of things.
okay.
All in one.
I always wonder why you never went back down the reality show path, because you had the what was it, Countdown to Lockdown or on BET back in the day?
Yeah, Countdown to Lockdown. It was. I mean, reality shows are funny and they're tricky. They really they edit you the way they think they want to, the way they feel that the show is going to obtain more viewers. You know what I mean? It's not really per se who you are sometimes. And I was just when I came home from jail, I was in a whole nother space. I feel like if I went to prison and I didn't learn anything, it was like, what was the purpose? You know what I mean? And then when I came home from prison, they kind of wanted me to adapt the same attitude that I had before I went to prison. And to me, I just didn't think my fans would want to have seen that.
But you could executive produce your own show, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I was executive producer of the last show. And I mean, people thought I was crazy. My mom, my brother, and them, they were looking at me like, I had 14 heads when I basically pulled the plug on the show because, you know, we were making a lot of money. I mean, you know, it was good.
Right. Good money.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Definitely should
Yeah.
do that.
Now, how has motherhood changed you? Because you are a Cancer. Did it bring out more of that sensitive, emotional side in you?
Yeah.
Just talking to the mic a little, Kim.
Oh.
Put your lips on the mic, sweetheart.
Okay. I have no problem doing that. Does that work for you?
Yes, it does. There you
Yeah?
go. There you go.
Okay.
You all right over there? Pervert. Big ass pervert. Go ahead,
You
Kim.
lucky Paper's not here.
Oh, God.
How about papers?
Don't.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, so you know, I mean, you know,
Has it changed you?
it definitely has changed me because I don't give up. What can I say that?
We could believe
Okay,
it.
you said everything already. There we go.
It helps me. You know what I mean? It helps me be. I think I'm more shrewd because you're a Cancer,
Absolutely.
and you know, Cancers we have a problem saying no sometimes. You know, to the people that we love. Not you, but you know, we have like this. You know, we're very nurturing by nature, and we're very caring, and we're very moody at the same time. So it's, you know what I mean? But it helps me become very shrewd, which means, you know, it helps me get to the money really, really fast.
Now, something that surprised me the other day, you were performing in Brooklyn, and I seen a picture with you and Mano.
Yeah.
Now, how did that come about? Because you and Mano, of course, when Mano got out of jail, you helped Mano get his career started when he was working, and then y'all fell out, and then I seen y'all together. So what happened? What got y'all back together?
Mano's the big homie from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I'm like Brooklyn. I always support my Brooklyn nights. You know what I mean? All day, all the time. And he always says it himself. He's like, that girl helped me. She, the first one. You know what I mean? And he always says, even to me, like, if it wasn't for you, you know, I love you. I always love you. You know, so it's mutual. You know what I mean? Because he believed in me. I believed in him, and so you know.
So y'all worked it out.
I mean,
what was that conversation? Because y'all weren't with each other y'all weren't messing with each other for a while.
It wasn't beef though, was it?
There wasn't beef, but they weren't speaking. It was almost a little beef, but
It was
it was
like a relationship, and you guys broke up.
oh gosh.
Did y'all-
Because y'all was booed up.
y'all used
I
to
see
kick
y'all
it?
booed up.
That
I
was a
see
rumor
y'all
made
booed
on
up.
y'all turning Kim
I
red.
witnessed it.
Listen, 2014 hardcore mixtape. It's out now. Download that Yo Gotti joint. We got a video coming soon.
Now, I saw an interview you did with Hello Beautiful, and they asked you, did Biggie ever write your rhymes? And you said, I think you said no, right?
Biggie was always instrumental in
Word.
everything I did, but I get busy. Everybody knows that.
I mean, the
You know what
answer was good. You said, well, I mean, after Biggie died, I still put out albums and
Yeah,
hits. So.
and basically, you know, it used to take me so long to put out albums because I wanted to do everything myself. You know what I mean? And I would definitely get help. Meaning, if someone had a hook or somebody, why not? You know what I mean? That just makes all for the better. And especially if I like something, I'm just that way. I'm just the same way I am with clothes is the same way I am with music. If you hand me a record and got a hook on it and it's crazy, I'm definitely using it. I'm definitely taking it. If I go in freaking Target and I see some cute little jeans, I'm gonna freaking get them. I don't care if they're $10 or $10,000. You know what I mean? That's just me.
Because people always point to the reference track I think Big did over Queen Bitch, and it was him rapping.
Yeah.
But he helped you with your flow a lot, even when you first started and everything.
Heck yeah. If you're with the king, if you're with a genius and you're with the king of the world, and he's the biggest rapper at the time, he's just, why wouldn't you know what I'm saying, get assistance from the best man to ever do it?
Absolutely.
I remember you told a story about your first performance, and you said you didn't really know how to have your voice, like, just carry the way it was supposed to.
Paid attention,
And you were really upset and everything, and he took the time out to teach you.
I went upstairs, I was crying. I was like, "Ah," because my energy was so big, as this little girl. I came on stage, and the roars that I got from the crowd, it gave me an adrenaline rush. But nothing would come out. I don't know. I guess that might have been stage fright or something. I don't know. But, I guess I had stage fright for years because the fans, the roars were so loud and so, just like crazy pandemonium. I wasn't used to that. You know what I mean? And I think when I came out, it gave me an adrenaline rush to the point where I think I got stage fright. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Yeah. So I would be rapping and you could barely hear me, you know? And it just used to, after a while, it started bothering me because I would get this roar, and then after about, I want to say 30 seconds, the crowd would just calm because they're trying to hear me.
Right.
You know? So it was just annoying.
Now, what did the 20-year anniversary of Ready to Die mean to you?
The 20-year anniversary of Ready to Die, it meant a lot because it's like, even to this day, you can still play those songs like they're brand new songs. You know what I mean? Classic catalog records is, you know, what that album is. I mean, and you know, it was like the first CD to change hip hop, literally. You know what I mean? So
Were you and Biggie really having sex in the studio on that skit on the what?
Kind of.
I mean, was it dry humping? I mean, what was it?
We were on a piano.
Okay.
You're a pervert, yo.
I'm asking about this is a music question. Okay. Yes, it is.
I love perverts sometimes. You interest me.
You interest me.
So, I mean, did y'all plan that out, or was it?
No. Well, basically, Biggie had in his mind that whole skit. He really wanted to do that. And he was actually, you know what I'm saying, he was blowing. And we were in there, and we were laughing, and, you know, we were smooching and whatever you want to say. And so he thought it was the perfect moment to take advantage of that time and, you know.
He started taping.
Press record.
Yeah.
Press record.
Yeah.
Sex tape before Kim K. All right.
Now, let's talk about you performing in Brooklyn, though. You know, The Source, they had you, they had Wu-Tang, they had Bone Thugs, they had Dipset. They said that was the highlights of the night, and people went crazy. I saw video footage. I saw all the pictures of the lighters in the air and everything. What kind of feeling was that for you to be in Brooklyn, you know, performing with other legends alongside
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I mean, especially when, you know, that show was so haywire. There were so many things. Everything that you think and name that can go wrong went wrong. And, you know, I didn't have any rehearsal, nothing. I just had to go on stage. And, I mean, it was just, like, crazy. So with that being said, I just gave whatever. I gave me. I just was like, whatever.
They got me, though, because they said they were bringing Dipset back together. They were bringing Wu-Tang back together. I said, are they going to bring Junior Mafia back together? But that didn't happen. Is that ever going to happen?
2014 hardcore mixtape. 2014 hardcore mixtape. Get that trendsetter trending right now. That's one of my favorite songs on there. Trendsetter and Amigo.
So that was a no.
Yeah, that was a no.
I just ran into Little C's on Myrtle Ave, too. I just seen him the other day in Brooklyn. That would be amazing, but...
Now, what's the situation with you and K. Michelle? K. Michelle was up here, and
she said she was almost the baby's godmama.
Yeah, she was almost your child's
I didn't even know y'all was that tight.
She said she was almost the baby's godmama. You done asked her, and then...
He said, tell the truth.
That chick is a bag of pecans. You know, like a trail mix. You know, what when you eating a trail mix and you like all of the nuts that you like, you eat, and the nuts that you can't stand, that's just back in the. She's the bag of nuts that you put back in the.
Like a black jelly bean?
Yeah, like a black jelly bean.
Oh.
She is nuts. Yo, my son, yo, she is so nuts. You are liable to see her skipping. Who skips? Who skips? No, chick is nuts, yo. I mean, first of all, why would I ever make her my child's godmother? I've only met this woman one time.
No.
Come on.
One time in person.
No.
We talk on the phone, you know, after that because she was a fan of mine. You know, I appreciate that. Anybody who shows me love, I'm going to show major love back. And so we never had, first of all, let's clear this up. Let's get this straight right now. We never had a conversation about her being my child's godmom. Wow. I don't know you. I don't know you. Like, I don't know you. Why would I do that? And then she said she called me. Let's just clear this up too. If she had called me, we would have never been in that predicament. If she had called me and said, "Yo, Kim, I was on Twitter and I said some things, and your fans is coming at me sideways. Yo, can you check them?" Out of respect for our relationship, because I don't know her that well, but you know what I mean? We were trying to develop something. Out of respect for that, I would have said something to my fans if she had called me, texted me. When I watched what she was saying, I said, this chick is having a conversation with herself? Like, what? Like, this never happened. She never called me. She never said all that, oh, this is petty, whatever. Because I'm so understanding. That's one thing. But let's just put it all out on the table. The chick is sour because she's a huge fan of mine. Everybody knows that. And she's been bitter and sour because you guys had 105 Power last year, right? I performed with Kendrick. I was supposed to perform with K. Michelle. Right. But the Sprinter got lost, so, I mean, she was coming on. They were still filling a popcorn machine at 7:30. I mean, I tried. I'm just not used to that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't my fault anyway, really. I did try, but you were in the car. Right. The Sprinter was lost. So we got there. But Kendrick's people had been in touch with my people all day. And they wanted me to come out before. But we were like, yo, we're supposed to come out K. Michelle. And it just never happened. And she was sour, pissed.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. But I'm a real bitch. I still came in her room like, yo, we going to make this up. We going to do this right. I don't know what happened with the Sprinter. That wasn't my people's, you know. So this is a new driver. I have my regular drivers or whatever. But I was like, yo, we still going to do this. And you see, there's a picture from Power 105.
Powerhouse,
yeah, from you guys' Powerhouse with her and I on my page, you know. So, I mean, you know, it's like whatever. A lot of people just, when you don't know people in this industry, they just, you know, they show who they really are. That's why I don't really get close to people in this industry. It's just nuts.
When you see your fans spazzing on Twitter, do you check to see what they're spazzing about? Or do you just take their word for it? Because sometimes they be ODing. They be like, Charlamagne said, I ain't say nothing.
Or they be like, why y'all hating? You ain't have her up there yet.
I'm like, I ain't hating on Kim.
They do that all the time.
They are so.
Yeah, your fans are crazy.
Yeah, but
we gonna kill you when we see you. When we see you dead. I'm like,
damn.
They do it to me, so don't feel like it's just y'all. They do it to me. I love them though because I don't care. Like they've been riding and they ride hard, and look how long it's been. You know what I mean? I'm blessed, and you know it's like that's my little family.
You know there was a rumor when Charlamagne got asked for a drop. They said that you sent those people to ask for that drop.
It was on her birthday.
That was that rumor.
Yep.
It was
her birthday.
That was her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God!
Charlamagne got almost knocked out.
No.
You could have just called me, Kim. You didn't have to do it. It didn't have to be all that. Like,
No. We're not gonna even.
It was on your birthday. People said happy birthday,
we
Kim.
cool. Like you're right.
yeah,
you know?
I seen Kim at MTV Awards last year. I'm like, what's up, beautiful?
Oh,
you know?
yeah. This is another thing. And y'all better not edit this. Phone up Larry Lowtime.
Just don't say.
Don't say. You have to say it like that. Okay, so saw him. And he came over and he got down on one bended knee.
Wow.
And I had my hair cleaner. And then cleanish, and then my royal.
I kissed her hand. I said, you look beautiful today.
Yes, he did say that. I give you that. He did say that, Team Kim.
Okay.
You can give him a little something there.
Like, listen,
but nobody's seen that, though.
That's
Nobody
true.
knew that.
That's true.
My cameraman almost got fired. Because, you know, that would have been good to see.
True.
Because everything in this industry doesn't have to be negative.
Right.
I agree.
You're allowed to your opinion. I'm allowed to mine. I don't really care about all that. Like, I don't care what people say about me. I don't care. I'm over that already. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Of course, it used to bother me. I think internet bullying is something that really needs to stop. You know, I support Deb's movement, Waka Flocka's mom. I support her 102,000% because at the end of the day, you know, us celebrities have it worse because we're constantly ridiculed, constantly. You know, what's the difference between some young boy telling another young boy to go kill themselves because you're gay or whatever, and then all these people who have these blogs that criticize the freaking celebrities and tell them you need to sit down, you need to go kill yourself, you need to do this. What's the difference?
Right.
The difference is most of us celebrities have to put on a, you know what I'm saying, straight face. We have to deal with all of that and still walk out, and we still have to smile, you know, and we still have to greet our fans, and we probably have to be a little stronger. We probably have a more support system because there's more people pushing us. You know, there's a little kid out there who's 14, 15, has no support system. Mom, dad's probably not there or not home, and they don't have anyone. You know what I mean? So I support reckless internet posting because, you know, it's just ridiculous. But whatever, you know what I mean? That's where your support system comes in at. So.
Well, Kim, people can say you be bullying Nicki because you be coming out with the diss records.
Why? Let me say it. How could you even say that when she made the first record towards me?
Oh, that's true, but I thought it was squashed until the Flawless remix came.
But what do you mean squashed? She's continuously, if you listen to that remix, she's been waiting for so long just to even say the word Queen Bee because that's how obsessed she is. You know what I mean? She's been waiting to say that. It's like, come on, you on a record with Beyonce. I had a record with Beyonce. I'm not saying nothing remotely so this chick could even think that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We all know what it is. Let's just be real. See, it's so deep that when I finish putting together this documentary, everyone will fully understand. See, people don't understand. I remember you did an interview, I think this was like maybe 2 years ago.
Kim seen everything.
Yo, yeah. I'm in the street, baby. I'm in the hood.
You can't date her and cheat on her.
What?
Like, I remember.
Yeah, I know what's going on, you know. But, you know, it's always been a litigation since, you know, when you did that. You did an interview with, I think with Birdman or whatever, and you were talking about, you know, Kim said you guys are stealing music and stuff like that. Listen, let me say something. The bottom line is this. I was over there. People see me over there. They know that. We're going to do a joint venture together. And I did the song with Birdman and her. But they snatched it back because I guess my presence was a little bit more felt, you know, to the fans or whatever. So what? I'm Kim. You know what I mean? That's going to happen or whatever. Anyway, did you guys know that the record, No Worries, right? The guy who did that, No Worries, that was my producer. I sent him over there. He's been over there. I introduced him. You know what I mean?
Was that Detail, his name? Yeah, okay. Rest in peace, Detail.
You didn't know them. I brought him over there. I had him working with him. I brought a lot of things to the table. You understand what I'm saying? That record was written by my brother-in-law. You know what I mean? How to Love was written by my brother-in-law as well. Actually, not Wayne's verse on No Worries, but, you know, the How to Love. You know, my brother-in-law wrote that. I have very instrumental over there. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as bullying, I think it was really almost the other way around, trying to be, you know, see, the thing is that I'm Kim. So when I attack back, I'm the big bad wolf. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
because people said she was referencing Beyonce when she said Queen Bee.
Yeah, but come on. Let's be real. First of all, I love Beyonce, and rightfully so. She's definitely the Queen Beyonce. She's the Queen Beyonce. But you do me when I first came out. You do me when I first came out. What's my name?
Queen Bee.
What has been my name?
Queen Bee.
Who are my fans? The Beehive. What did I always rep? The Beehive. Everyone, it's almost like when somebody, no one likes to give me my rightfully due props on anything. Everyone just wants to take something from me and make it seem like, you know, I never had nothing to do with it. I don't care. Like, I don't mind. I think we can all share things because, you know, when you're a queen at what you do, you're just a queen at what you do. But let's just be real. She took the first shots. It's always been like that. It's so deep. I mean, like I said, when I put the documentary together, people will more understand. But it's like she's been throwing shots and still throwing shots.
I think her shots are more subtle, and you will be very direct and say, yes, that's who I'm talking about, and that's what it's about. And Nicki will be like, no, I'm not talking about her.
Yeah, because that's exactly right. You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to play these games. I'm going to get straight to the money. I'm not going to sit there and let you spin people and spin around. Come on. Everybody who is into hip-hop, into music, everybody know what it is. Let's just be real.
I thought it had something to do with Fendi as well, because, you know, Fendi was one of the people that founded Nicki. And they stopped messing with each other, and then he started managing you and helping you, and then it just seemed like from there, did that have anything to do with it as well or no?
Well, she was messing with all my people first. She was messing with Diddy first before me and Fendi even, you know what I mean? That only even happened because she said something on there like, you know, welcome to the fam, D-Rock. Okay, so we're going to play this like chess. Welcome to the fan, Fendi. But guess what? Mine's going to last a little longer because that was just a little cheap shot. See, y'all got to really do your homework because you saying I'm bullying her. How? I know that you're homie or whatever.
No, Nikki don't rock with us no more.
Well, you.
Well, me. Nikki don't rock with me no more.
She rocks with you. Okay, so, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just letting you know, like, just do your homework. I said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is all over what Ray J said. This is really all over what he said. And the crazy thing is, see, I'm just such a loyal person because we came out, we did a show together or whatever, and he just was sick of it. You know, and he was sick of what she was doing. She was being disrespectful, trying to look like me, trying to sell, you know, whatever.
Who's that, Fendi? Fendi was
no,
Ray J.
Ray J.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he just, maybe he might have been perked up. He might have.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we know how that goes.
We heard Ray J when he's
called several times,
why?
you know, but you know, it's always good.
He might have been rolling. I don't know, but I mean, who knows? But I'm just a loyal person. He came out and he just was tired of it, and I guess he stated how he felt.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting here like, you know,
Okay, Ray J.
yeah, like I was like, but I'm such a loyal person. I'm not gonna leave him out there in the water like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I knew what he was saying. I knew what he was talking about. And there was a lot of people at that moment like, yo, Kim, what's up? You know, what's going on? Why is this? Why is that? You know? And I just was like, well, you know, listen, you know, you respect me, I respect you.
Why does it feel like female MCs just can't get along?
But now,
between you, Fox,
but
Nikki.
guess what though?
Are you cool with Remy? Are you Remy good or no?
Yeah, I don't got no problem.
Remy said recently that she wants you to focus more on music and stop focusing on Nikki.
Well, see, y'all focus on her. I focus on what I need to focus on. Everybody else, y'all bloggers, look how we here now. We talking about that wasn't my focus.
Mm-hmm.
It's never been my focus at all. But see, the thing is that I'm so much more real about the situation. When she comes in, I guess she got a publicist blocking, like, oh, don't say this, don't ask her this, don't ask her that. And you know I'm telling you.
You know we don't do we ask everybody every day.
Yeah,
I called you yesterday, I was
but-
like, you know, Kim, we just gonna ask everything.
Yeah, of
Like,
course,
cool.
but you're not going to get the real because you're not working with realness. Let's just be real about
Kimberly
that.
Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Now, did
So,
you and Iggy
you know.
Azalea do your song together already?
We working on it. Me, her, and T.I., we got something coming.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that, though, because me and T.I. haven't worked together in a minute. And the record that he did on my album on Naked Truth, 'cause it's like, I just wish it was a different type of thing. But he had helped out so much during that time. You know, he brought a lot of beats and music that I used on Naked Truth. He was with me the whole time before I went to prison. You know, he was there. He was riding. You know, he'd come to my house and, you know, like try to like come up with a plan and stuff. So him and I, we trying to figure out the right music.
What makes you embrace Niggy? Well, I mean, what make you? I said Niggy. What make you embrace Iggy?
Cause like I said, I show love to who show love to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The other situation was basically like, screw all y'all females in the game. You don't come in the industry like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm next. I'm new. I'm taking over. You don't do that. When I came in the game, Salt and Pepper and MC Light and all of them, they were like my big sisters, my big homies. I came in the game like this. You know what I mean? I came in like, you guys, I love y'all. I put them in my video to pay homage and, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? You don't come in disrespectful. Just don't do that. That's whack. That's whack. Because now look, and you out there, trust me, everything that's in the dark comes to the light. You know what I mean? And it will. God is great. God is beautiful.
Do you watch Sisterhood of Hip Hop or anything like that?
I watch like a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love Diamond is my girl. Like I know her from before, but I don't really get a chance to, you know, watch everything. But I saw a little bit of it.
Would you sign another deal, another label deal, or are you staying on the independent route?
I'm basically on the independent route.
You don't want to sign another deal, or
No, I don't.
why not?
I mean,
It costs a lot of money to move you females
it
around,
does.
man.
It does.
Hair,
It
makeup,
does. I'm not gonna,
bags.
yeah, it
You know,
does.
dude just get a book bag and some underwear, he good.
It
It's a
does.
lot to move you around.
It does. And see, that's the thing with the other situation. It's not me against her. It's me against the machine. That's easy. She would be light work. You know what I mean? For me. But when you compare me and how I am what I'm doing right now to that machine, it's not ever gonna look fair. It ain't never gonna look even. You understand what I'm saying? But if I had that same machine behind me, then then we'll be able to see what the real, you know what I'm saying? Then see what's up for real.
I want to ask you this on some hip hop stuff. Raw Digger said that Iggy is not real hip hop. What do you think?
I mean, I like her. I ain't gonna. I mean, everybody got their own opinion. That's how I do. I'm cool. I'm cool with Rob. I'm cool with. Like, I don't really be having problems like that. Every girl, all the girls that have problems with me, they have problems with me. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So basically, I respect. I'm sure Iggy respects another chick's opinion, and I respect everybody else's opinion. But I like Iggy because I think she got the love for it. You know what I'm saying? I think she got the sass. I think she, you know what I'm saying? I think she got the little swag that she need. You know what I'm saying? I like her.
And you're also supposed to be working with Miley Cyrus, right?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
And that hasn't happened yet. She sent you a record.
She sent me a record. It's a dope record, actually. She was playing a piano in it, too. It was really nice. I mean, but this, she'd be all over the world, so I can't really get her calm to get in the studio with her. Mm-hmm. But I sent her the verse. She went crazy. She loved it. I think she's trying to keep it for something she's doing. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, yo, give me that record.
You were flattered when she actually dressed up like you.
Yeah.
With the purple pasties and everything.
Love it. Last week she was wearing a T-shirt with all of my pictures. Whatever. She's too much. I love her. That's my baby.
What about your artist, Tiffany Fox?
Mm-hmm. That's my.
What's up with her?
Tiffany is such a boss. When I decided to work with her, I didn't want to basically sign a female that's just a young chick coming in the game. Tiffany, she like me. You know what I mean? It's like we bosses, and that right there it means a lot. You know what I mean? I've never been on no caddy. That's just not me. You know what I mean? I love that. I love to see it. Me, I want to see another boss female be a boss, because it ain't nothing like having fun with another boss. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We could do the same things. We had the same fun. We, you know what I'm saying, go out with dudes and they have friends. You know what I mean? That's fun to me.
That sounds like you like having another chick in the bedroom sometimes. Maybe my mind's in the gut.
I never heard those rumors.
I love it. Hey, why not? Maybe.
Now let me ask you this: are you you and Papers? You guys are still together?
Oh, please, come on.
Are y'all still together though?
Hardcore 2014.
Hardcore 2014.
I'm just asking because I'm wondering how hard is it to be in a relationship with you when you're around other guys all the time in the studio? People look at you as a sex symbol. Is that difficult for any man to deal with?
I don't know. 2014, hardcore.
Now let's talk about the mixtape a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
2014, hardcore.
All right, mixtape is out right now. Mm-hmm. What's taking you so long to do these? It takes you a while to do these mixtapes. You just
it was
don't
pushed
drop
back a few times.
You know what?
The baby.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to push it back.
Right.
Yes. And that's what happened. And it's like I didn't know I was pregnant.
How did you find out? Were you sick
or
didn't have a period?
You know what? There's I have a lot of older women in my life and people in my life who
dreaming about fish.
You know those type of people.
Yeah.
You know, I have real prophet church going women that pray over me, with me, and everything constantly. Mm-hmm. And I think I was hanging out with Floyd for a couple of months, and we were going everywhere, all over the country, town, whatever. And I don't know, it was just a different feeling. Mm-hmm. And I would order all this food in the hotel rooms and not eat it. I don't know what that was about, but I had the craving for it. I was smelling it. I'm like, what the heck? And so I love daiquiris. Actually, I love Miami Vices. Miami.
Who drinks those? I mean, you drink those.
Yep.
Yeah, and I love them. And
that's a girl drink.
Grown-ass man,
that's a good drink, man.
He does like those.
It is a good drink. You are right. It's a great drink.
My kids drink it without liquor. That is a great drink.
That is a great drink. I'm with you.
It's a girl drink,
what?
though,
It is a girl drink.
You put an extra shot in there. Shut up.
With a cherry.
Don't judge me. It's good.
Don't judge. Yeah. Don't judge. It's great. But I drink those all the time. And I drank one when I went upstairs. I was like, ugh.
The baby was like, no.
Yes, but I still didn't know until I came home because, I was supposed to go back home and, finish up the mixtape or whatever.
Where's my period?
Yeah. And then, because Floyd was like, yeah, just go what you got to do. And then we were going to go out the country. So I was supposed to go back, go. And then when I got there, this woman that, she's one of my protectors, one of them because I had a lot, and she's talking to me, and she in the middle of she's praying and stuff. She stops and she goes, "When we get off the phone, go get a pregnancy test." I said, "What? I am not pregnant. What's wrong with you, woman?" I was like, "Please, I am not." She was like, "Yeah, I think we have a bun in the oven." And I'm like, "What?"
So wait, you drove to CVS yourself and went and got a pregnancy test?
I sure did. Are you kidding me?
I would have loved to be that
I would have
cashier.
walked to CVS when she told me that. Let's go. And then, anybody know I live in the dead woods. I would have walked all the way from there. Shoot, please. Yeah. And sure enough, I bought 5 of them.
Whoa.
And they were all like positive, positive,
I
positive,
took
positive.
all 5 of them.
I think 2 is enough.
No, I had to take 5. I was like, 2. Shoot, I wanted to be. I couldn't believe it.
Were you happy?
I was very happy, but I had mixed feelings because it was a time where I kind of needed to, get back into the swing of things. Like my career, my music, and a lot was coming to me.
At that time, everybody thought you was dating Floyd, so they thought that baby was Floyd's baby at that time. That would have been cash out.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry.
You're such a bird, Emmy.
I know. I mean,
it was a rumor you was pregnant from Big back in the day too.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Oh, that was true. Okay.
Yeah, I was, and I don't know if I have regrets about not keeping it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But then I say, what would have happened with my career? I don't know.
That could have been the first Blue Ivy.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. I guess so. It's so funny. This comedian's like, boy, between Blue Ivy, Northwest, and Royal Rain, these celebrity kids are starting to sound like the X-Men.
Royal Rain.
That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. I was rolling. I was like, yeah, she does kind of have.
This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to take this interview and put it next to the first time she came here, and it's night and day. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right? You always come full circle here on The Breakfast Club,
That's right.
okay?
We appreciate you joining us
Charlamagne
this
getting
morning.
jumped when he leaves the building today.
I called her the day before. I said, Kim, everything's straight, right? She's like, wow, what you going to ask? You going to ask something crazy? I said, nah, I'm just making sure we good.
I could have did a drop for Hardcore 2014 without that.
Yeah,
without the sauce.
Okay. So we're going to make that happen for 2015.
Okay.
For the album, something, we do something.
And even when Lil' Kim don't answer the question, I know what the answer is. I could tell.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
So is that we got everything cleared up?
We got everything cleared up?
Okay, because
sure.
a lot of people wanted to know why you came back at Nicki again, and you said because of the Queen Bee line. I thought it was the Queen of Rap line.
It wasn't. Why would I say that? Anybody, at the end of the day, it's deeper than what everybody thinks. It's like, come on, they took a lot from me. You know what I mean? Like, that situation is deep.
So when is Doc dropping so we can see?
It's going to be dropping soon, at probably the end of the year or the top of next year.
Right.
And there's no fixing it.
Money.
Okay, so there is
Yeah.
money.
Put Fendi on the micro quick.
How much money would it take?
I want to ask Fendi a question.
Go ahead.
Fendi, you got a discover fee. What they call it? A finder's fee
finder's
for
fee.
Nicki, right?
I didn't get no finder's fee. I didn't get nothing.
Oh, I thought you got a finder's fee.
Nah, Nicki tried to offer me a finder's fee of $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I laughed at it. Can't be serious.
You made money off Diddy, too, for Dirty Money, right?
Yeah, he gave me a little check. It wasn't really, I ain't really rob him.
I didn't rob him.
Yeah. The Dirty Money was yours, not the group, but the name originally.
Yeah, Diddy called me up, asked me to use my company name for the name of his group. So he had a little, Diddy be having that side work, paperwork,
Yeah.
sitting around. He was like, yo, you sign this right here, we can get it going. I was like, I ain't with that old school Diddy contract.
Yeah.
But I signed it, though. I kept it.
It was more than 15,000.
It was more than what Nicki offered. Nicki offered me $15,000 for starting a career.
Word.
Y'all don't speak no more.
No, we ain't got to talk about it. We speak to lawyers now.
Very obnoxious person.
You do you get paid for it still?
Nah, actually, I own the trademark to Nicki Minaj. I own NickiMinaj.com, and I actually own her trade. So in a minute, you're gonna see a lot of things coming off those shelves.
So wait a minute. So if you own NickiMinaj.com, you could actually change NickiMinaj.com
Right
and say Lil' Kim?
Yeah, once you go to Nicki, I can do whatever I want to do with it. Go to NickiMinaj.com. That's how much power you see. We really got the power.
Sheesh.
Oh, go there, Envy. I never did that.
I'm glad.
I never did.
I'm glad I just do radio.
Fendi, would you tell them how deep the situation is? They, like you said, they always think I'm the big bad wolf, but I don't understand that when I was attacked first.
On NickiMinaj.com, the come up DVD comes up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Want me to make it to envy.com? What you want to do?
I get
Don't do that.
I get PC of that.
How you a mega star, but you own your own domain name?
Wow.
And I get PC of that because that's my brother.
Absolutely. It's 50-50 everything around here, Charlamagne.
Right.
You know, Kim play fair, I play fair.
Yep. All the way.
That's why we still together.
Yep.
I'm about loyalty, man, nothing else.
Me too. And so can you please, like, because I don't understand how people don't get it.
Which I want to know.
When I was the one that...
Listen, I wasn't here for this. Y'all asked me to do this. Which y'all want me to do? Which I want to know?
I just had two questions. I
got all the answers.
That we might have to do a Fendi interview later.
So wait. So how did you had Nicki Minaj? You started her career. So how did she go from you to Deb to Lil Wayne?
That's what she does. Nicki's a groupie. I mean, Nicki started with me in 06, 07. I met her on MySpace. She had like a flyer page. I switched it around. You know, her name was Nicki Minaj when I met her. I changed her name to Nicki Minaj. And I actually got into like a big argument with her family because she felt like Nicki didn't like the name Minaj. She felt like I was degrading her. Like, oh, that you trying to, take me to a whole nother situation. And then I was like, nah, they need it for marketing. I actually called Jada Kiss up. I called Bust up. I was like, how you feel about Nicki Minaj? They was like, oh, that's hard. So, we started off like that. She was actually signed. She's actually still signed to my production company, which is Dirty Money. And I did like a 180-day deal. Like I didn't really do I believe in, I don't want to hold nobody artist. Give me 180 days, I get you a major deal. If not, you walk away. I got the Young Money deal in like how long? It took me like 70 days to get the Young Money deal. It was a Young Money, Dirty Money deal. So when I got the contract, Nicki started ducking me, like, because Wayne gave me one of those Cash Money contracts from the 80s, which there was no royalties on it. It was no, it was no advance. It was nothing. So I told Nicki, like, yo, I ain't signing this contract. I ain't gonna let you do that to yourself. She started crying. She was like, yo, and I was like, whoa, what are we upset about? Like, we ain't gonna do this.
So that's the kind of contract Nicki got?
Nah, Nicki might got a better contract now.
Okay.
She throughout her groupie, she found a way. So anyway, we got the contract. So I'm telling her, now we're not signing this. So I made Wayne host a mixtape called Sucker Free. So, I'm like, listen, we'll make him do something to get us more hotter. Then we'll go back and do another contract. So we got the mixtape done. So then all of a sudden, who called me? Oh, E.I. called me. He was like the president of Young Money. He called me up. He was like, yo, why Nicki out here on the I Am Music tour without you? I'm like, Nicki on the I Am Music tour?
Well, who was on the I Am Music tour at the time?
T-Pain, Wayne, and then they had Drake open up. Everybody had like opening sections.
Okay.
So I was like, what Nicki doing the I Am Music tour? He was like, yo, I don't know, but you need to be out here. So I flew out to a date they had in Chicago. And I saw Nicki. I was like, yo, what's up? She walked right past me. I was with Mike Lighty, which is Chris Lighty. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty. So I was with Mike Lighty. So Mike grabbed her up like, yo, what the fuck? What you doing? So we spoke. She was like, oh, Debbie said, and Debbie, Debbie Anthony was his Walker mom. So I met Debbie in North Carolina. I was doing a lot of concerts out there with Gucci Mane. So I said, Debbie, I got an artist named Nicki. I want you to manage her. Because Debbie was doing her thing. She had Walker. Walker wasn't even rapping at the time. She had OJ and Gucci. So I'm like, yo, this is a good idea. Gucci, the hottest guy in the country right now. Wayne, the hottest mainstream guy. I'm gonna put I had a plan to put it together. So I told Nicki about it. Nicki was like, well, who is Gucci Mane? I said, Gucci, you don't know who Gucci is? She was like, no, but she was with it because I had the plan. So Debbie called me up like 2 weeks later, like, oh, I like your artist. I gave her the mixtape. She was like, I like your artist. We need to set up a meeting. I had a birthday party in North Carolina, and Debbie called me up like, yo, well, we can't make the birthday party on a Sunday. Can we fly Nicki to Atlanta? I was like, my paperwork is good. Yo, go ahead and go to Atlanta. Nicki went out there, and then Debbie brainwashed her. Debbie got out there, Debbie got her little tactics. I guess Debbie hit her with the, Nicki Minaj. I don't know about that name. He's trying to take you in the wrong direction. So I'm like, hold on, Debbie, you my homegirl. How you poisoning my artist after I put you on tour? So I called Debbie. She was like, Fendi, I was going to meet Nicki already anyway. we got neutral friends from Queens. I was like, what? Oh, okay, well, okay, I hear that. So then I had a birthday party coming up again. Mm-hmm. So I called Nikki up. I'm like, yo, my birthday party coming up. We do this annually. I was bringing Nikki to North Carolina to do my birthday parties when nobody knew who she was. It was her and Pinky. Every Sunday I would do a party with her and Pinky. So Nikki was like, well, you need to call Debbie up. I'm like, what the f am I calling Debbie up for? About my artist? So right then I knew it was like poison in the game. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's do it the right way. So meanwhile, my contract with Wayne, Young Money, is still moving. So
while she was running with So Icy, the contract with Wayne was in motion already? It
was already in motion.
Oh,
so,
right, okay,
so basically, she tried to wait till my contract expired before she signed with Young Money. So I'm like, I got with my lawyer, and she's like, well, she can't really go around that because if she signed to Young Money, that's still your deal. Like, I still got that contract to this day. That's what I'm in court with. So I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happened. He waited like a year, Wayne and them prolonged the situation for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen Wayne since then. Like, I know he probably looking for me. He should be. So anyway, she prolonged the situation. Next thing you know, I get another phone call. She signed a Young Money. I'm like, how she got rid of Dirty Money off the contract? So she was like, that's when Safari, the little gay guy.
The who?
The gay guy, Safari.
Come on.
That's her boyfriend.
Come on. Scaff ain't gay.
Hey, gay, man.
Oh, my God.
He got to be gay. He letting her run him over. Ain't no real man running around here acting like that with couple. Well, whatever, man. Whatever he doing. Anyway, so he hit me up telling me, yo, Nikki wanted to send me some money. And I was excited. I was like, whoa. Oh Lord!
You're doing the right thing here.
We about to make, and it's not even about. It's about handling the business the correct way. It ain't about the money. It's about doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm about. So when she called me up, I forgot everything. I was like, oh, they about to set it. We're about to get right. So I was like, no problem. But it was like April the 26th, and he hit me. I remember like yesterday. So I was like, hold on, bro. This ain't no April Fool. It's like end of the month.
Oh my God.
He was like, nah, she got you, yo. She got you, yo. I was like, all right. But I was scared to ask how much it was for. I was like, well, listen, you know what?
How much was it for?
Listen, I'm going to get to that part. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, cool. They asked me for W-9s and all that. I'm like, I know what some money. They asked for W-9s. Ain't no chump change. Yo, I swear to God, every hour was house shopping. I was like, yo, listen. I'm about to close these stores down out here. I'm about to go back home and just do the right thing. Yeah. So I got a phone call from her accountant like a month and a half later. Like I was like, oh, it hit me with the wow. Somebody called me from like an Atlanta number. Like, oh, how you doing? Is Mr. Moore? I was like, oh yeah, who is? Oh, well, Onika Mirage. We work for her, and we work for the firm in Atlanta, and she wants to wire you some money. I was like, wow. I was scared to ask how much it was. I was like, all right, well, have you idea what it is? She was like, well, we'll sing a W-9, you fill it out. I'm like, I ain't gonna fill out W-9. I know how much money I'm getting. I didn't know what's going on. Yeah. She was like $15,000.
Wow.
My feelings was hurt. I was like, whoa. I said, who? She said 15,000. I was like, y'all can't be serious right now. Come on. How do you create an image, put it together, bring it to life? I put her with Young Money. I did everything. Mm-hmm. And she offered me $15,000. And actually, they actually sent the $15,000. The money actually came, honestly. The money came, and I was just like, oh. And she been ducking me ever since. That was in 2008.
Now, some of this Kim Nicki beef is your fault, because I remember that original picture of Nicki squatting with the lollipop, and everybody said that was like the hardcore poster.
That was I was paying homage. I mean,
that was at the point when they was cool.
I didn't have a problem. Right. I never had a problem.
That's what I'm not understanding. Y'all trying to turn this into the Fendi.
No, but what I'm saying is this. This is what I want to say. I've never had a problem. She just wanted to be out there by herself, so she wanted to come out and basically dress up. You ever seen single white female?
Yeah.
It's like, that's serious. Like, that's serious. I think she just wanted to become me and make it seem like I had passed away and I'm done, I'm gone, whatever, out of the situation, because she wanted to be out there by herself, which I don't think she understands.
She's still out there by herself, though. She's not doing that with no female artists.
And I bet you now she's like, damn, because it's lonely when you out there by yourself.
Charlamagne.
So
who has Nicki done? What rap artist has Nicki Minaj did a song with?
Female?
Female.
Drake.
Come on, man. Come on, leave Drake alone, man.
Come on, that was too good. I couldn't pass that one.
Come on, man. Oh, stop. Leave my life for me alone, man. Goodness gracious, man.
You answer your own question.
Goodness gracious.
You answer your own question. It's selfish rap. Like,
he is my favorite artist, though. Actually.
She doesn't do nothing with female artists.
They leave him alone.
I mean, he's
leave Drake alone, man.
Let's end on a positive note.
All right.
Hardcore 2014.
Right.
That's right. Make sure you pick it up right now on iTunes.
Yeah. I just hate the fact that, you know, what you said. Like, how am I? But I was, first of all, let's just think about it. I was pregnant for 9 months, minding my business, not giving a rat's ass about no freaking body. And then here she comes. Am I right or wrong? You into hip hop, Fendi? Wouldn't you take that as she trying to come?
Listen. If you listen to the lyrics on the Beyonce record, she said, "These bitches washed up, ain't no soap involved." And there's a line like that. Who's she talking about?
Yeah.
I would hope she not. I hope you don't think Kim washed up.
Who's she talking about, though?
We know but that's what she always
Who's she talking about? She talking about Beyonce?
No, of course
So
not.
she rapping with Beyonce. Why is she even making? Why are you talking about anybody on a record with Beyonce?
That's what I said. What did I say?
You should be talking about your for like an hour or two.
That's what I said. I told them that. I said, I'm on a record with, I told Finney, if I was on a record with Beyonce, I'm talking about my for 2 hours. Like, come on. Like, why would you do that?
See, I thought the Queen of Rap line upset you up. When she said Queen B, I really thought she was talking about Beyonce. I thought she was talking about her and Beyonce.
She shouldn't even say that either, though. Like, I'm not even going to let you think I'm coming at you no form or fashion.
Right.
And Kim got like 100 phone calls that night that song came out. Like, yo, she going at you again. What you going to do?
I'm like, yo. And then
I kind of put the battery in a little bit after that.
I
was in the house and I was like, so she said, washed up what? Queen who?
So the only thing that could fix this is money.
Yeah.
How much money?
You never thought of bringing them together, Fendi?
He can't have
That would
that.
be big. That would be big for female hip hop.
Nicki's not loyal, man.
Yeah,
Nicki,
with some money.
no, it wouldn't work because if we had paperwork involved, she'd probably duck it for a while and he wouldn't get paid anyway. Suddenly, we might get $15,000. We ain't with it.
I had to get mine
It's
up
about
front.
respect game. And you've been in this game a long time, man. You done helped a lot of people. I'm pretty sure you made more than $15,000.
And the Queen
But you know what? I honestly didn't know.
Bother me.
I did my own album, but
queens
because
in our
loyalty
own
is funny.
You know what I mean?
People are
Everybody
fickle.
got the right to call himself a queen.
No, you hear what Kim just said about the Queen of Rap line?
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Last time
Nicki's
lights
not
went out-
in here. Put the
Last
lights
time
back.
lights went out, they asked for a drop, and they said it was Kim's birthday.
Oh, Nicki's going to really hate us now, guys.
My goodness gracious.
She hates y'all now.
Yeah, she's going to really hate us now.
All right, well, little Kim, we appreciate you joining us.
Okay, now, so listen, you guys have to play Trendsetter. You have to play.
We're going to do a Kim mix this morning.
Yes.
A whole little Kim mix, old and new.
Make sure. Yes, that's what you do.
More new than old.
A little bit of
That's
both.
right.
A little bit of both.
You gotta do it all, man. People get excited.
Absolutely. All right, Little Kim mix coming up in a little bit. Keep it locked. It's Little Kim. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Queen B.